And hello everybody, Seth Cole here, and with the Coke 600 and the Indy 500 being run today, I probably won't be putting out very many videos, so I thought I'd put out this video for you guys. This is a recap of stuff that happened in last night's TNR Super Speedway series, and quite honestly, it was one of the most exciting events that I've taken part in since joining the online divisions. Didn't take long for trouble to break out here. This was right in front of me. 4 cars gonna get together, and thank you very much. Just take that little tiny hole that's made right there in the middle and never let my foot out of the throttle either. Take a look at it on board here. Watch how the hole just opens up for me right there. So that was a pretty close call there. Then not too long later, on another restart, one car gets really out of shape up ahead. I was able to get down to the inside, and they start backing up behind me. So far, 2 for 2 in wreck avoidance, as you'll take another look at another onboard. Now, in this point, I actually did still keep my foot in the throttle, but I almost ran into the back of the 24 ahead of me of Luis Hernandez. That was a close call right there. And then there you see the 25 get turned around by the 03 right behind me. So I was able to get through that wreck and continue on. So 2 for 2 in wreck avoidance. Finally was able to find my teammate there, Ian Dutta from the NSCRA Online Division. The two of us had qualified in different places and finally had been able to find each other to be able to draft some. Both of us seem to use the exact same technique as well in how we run our races in this series, and so it was nice to be able to run with my teammate and log some laps there, as we were just barely, I think, outside the top 10 at the current time. Ian Dutta and I had tried working together in practice. I actually had turned him, but apparently we'd gotten that worked out. Then up ahead here, trouble to break out again. The 48 of Austin the Plant going to go around. And that was actually quite an easy wreck to avoid. I'm not really sure why this was replay worthy, but I will show you on this onboard exactly why it was replay worthy. Watch again. As the plane gets out of shape and he spins, watch everybody up ahead start scattering here, there, and everywhere. And before you know it, it's 4 wide, and you got to go by the 94 machine on the inside line, and I almost ran over the 19 of Silver Fox. This was the big wreck that basically changed everything. You're going to see up ahead here, all the leaders are going to end up wrecking right there. And as everybody's trying to scatter, there you see the 58 and the 19 get together. I move by them for position, and then also, with a little drafting help from the 25, get by the 12 machine. And I'm up in the 2nd position, the highest running that I have ever been in a TNR Super Speedway Series race. Take a look at it with an onboard again. Watch up at the front. John Dillon in the 39 is actually going to come back on track as he glitched. You're going to see the orange machine appear right there. And it was right in front of the leaders, and that's what caused that wreck. Now look at this. Right side, left side wrecking, but was able to get through it. Still with the foot in the throttle, by the way. Coming here to the restart, I had my teammate Ian Dutta right behind me, and with the restart, he gave me a huge shove to be able to use the outside line to get to the front and log my very first lap lead here in a TNR Super Speedway Series race. Ian Dutta and I, after we found each other, we were able to stick together for a majority of this race, and we worked really, really well together. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him up here into 2nd place. I tried to get up there and keep the draft on the high side to help him get by the 42, but it didn't work. Taking a look here you see on one restart, Ian Dutta and myself both actually starting on the front row for the restart in 1st and 2nd. And then here we are on the final laps here. Now, there was a previous history with me and the 42 car ahead of me back at the M&M Super Speedway race last week, so there was no way I was going to be willing to push him to the win against my teammate Ian Dutta. So I hung back as much as I could, was not willing to go up there and shove his back bumper. Dutta was able to get a good start and keep ahead of the 42 machine, and the 94 seemed pretty committed to the back bumper of Ian Dutta as well. As you can see, I'm trying to find an opening to not have to help the 42 car on the high side line. And finally, I'm going to see this teeny tiny little opening, just barely squeeze it in between the 48 and the 24 right there. There was just barely enough room. I was able to make it stick, so now I was able to be on the inside line and try and work my way up there to try and help out my teammate, who was frantically blocking that inside line. Had a number of drivers between myself and the 32 machine, and there you see the 42 going bye-bye on the high side line, getting freight train, and then a little contact from Austin the Plant. I can't feel sorry about that, quite honestly. And at this point, I'm just basically trying to get the 48 and the 99 to concentrate on me behind them, rather than concentrate on trying to get around the 32. Now, there's nothing I can do about the 94. That's in Ian Dutta's domain of what he's going to be able to do as far as defensive driving, as the white flag was displayed, and this is the final lap. Watch as I'm going to just shove the 48 like crazy through this turn. He's in turn shoving the 99. That's causing a chain reaction up there of drivers trying to keep themselves from not getting turned around. That's taking some of the pressure off my teammate up there at the front. And there you see the 32. I'm not sure why he didn't low-line it there. You're allowed to on this final lap, but oh man, then he glitches out there. I thought for sure he was going to lose it. But he's able to keep it going. Then he disappears again, comes back. Close call there for Ian Dutta, and then watch right here. You're going to see 99 gets on the apron, 48 goes up. I decide I'm going to make it 4 wide, little contact there, and Ian Dutta is able to hang on and pick up his first TNR Super Speedway Series win. Great job by my teammate there. Really was happy for him. That was a great run for both of our machines. As I ended up being able to just barely hang on for 3rd place here, as you'll be able to see on the replay here. Let's take a look at a replay of him coming down here to the line. There's the wreck. And look at there, right there, just barely was able to slide ahead of the 94 to get the 3rd position. This is a slower motion picture of it. Ian Dutta had absolutely nobody challenging him there. And watch right here, there's the car just barely ahead of Austin Ogo and Jessica Shelton to get that 3rd position. So a 1-3 finish for the NSR Online division in that race. One of the best races we've had, and congratulations to Ian Dutta on that victory. As I had to come over, give him a little celebratory thing there, and a little celebratory bump, I guess, there. I messed up his burnout. Sorry, Ian. But that was a great race, and one of the most exciting races I've actually been a part of. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little look at a recap of what happened with me and the 32 during the course of this race. And if you stuck around, here's a little special surprise for you. Backflip of Justice!